If you have never used N8N before, you are greatly missing out because this tool is incredible for creating automations and AI agents, and it will help save you and your team so much time if you use it correctly. It's super customizable, super easy to use once you learn the basics, and it has so many incredible use cases. So today I'm going to show you exactly how to get started with N8N from scratch as a complete beginner. The first thing you want to do is sign up for their 14-day free trial. You can do that with the link down below in the description, and with that you also get a lot of free OpenAI credits, so you can play around with their AI features and AI agents without actually having to use your own account and your own credits. But this is what it will look like. I have created a new account, so it says 12 days left of your free trial. You've spent 0 out of 1000 executions. So let me start with showing you how you can set up your first basic automation, and then afterwards I will give you a great tip on how you can save a lot of time, and then afterwards I'll show you a great tip on how you can save a lot of time and not actually have to do all of this yourself. So let's create a workflow. You will get the option to build with AI or build it manually. I'm going to do it manually to show you exactly how it works. So the first thing you need to do is to add a trigger. So you can have a manual trigger where you need to manually click execute workflow every time to trigger the automation. You can have an on-app event. It can run on a schedule. Let's say you want this automation to execute 7 a.m. every single day. You can do that, or once a week or once a month, etc. Before this example, let's use an on-form submission. So let's do form title as test 1. Let's do description as this is a test for a video. Then you need to add some form elements. So I'm going to have full name, keep the element type as text, and I want this to be a required field. Then I will add email, and I will change the element type to email so that N8N knows what to look for. It will only accept valid emails, also a required field. And then for this random automation example, let's just say you are a marriage counselor. So I am going to ask, are you married? I'm going to change the element type as a drop down, with option 1 being yes and option 2 being no. This will also be a required field. And there you go. That is what my form will look like. And if I now click on execute step, it will automatically bring me over to this form. So you have the title, you have the description, and then you have the actual details. So let's just say Matt's test, write my email, and for this example, let's just say yes to are you married. Click on submit, and you will now see this information under output right here. What you can then do if you want to test your automations multiple times is that you can pin this answer so that every time you click execute workflow, N8N will automatically just use this information so that you don't have to manually fill out the form every time you want to execute the workflow. And then this is what it will look like. So now you have a lot of options to add, for example, AI. You can add actions in app. For this example, I am going to add an if option, which will create 2 different routes. This is what it looks like. I am going to drag this are you married option onto here. And if are you married is equal to yes, then this becomes true. That is basically everything I need to do. And then you will get 2 different routes. And if someone submits this form and says that yes, I am married, I want their full name and email to get added into a Google Sheet. So what I will do is click on this plus panel. I will add Google Sheets. I will select the append or update row in sheet option. Then you just need to connect your Google account. What you basically do is just click create new credential. With most of the Google tools, they make it super easy. You can just sign in with Google right here to connect. But with certain other tools, you might need to add your own API keys, etc. But since I've already connected my Google account, I will just click on that one. In Google Sheets, I have already created a sheet called Married People. I have added full name, email, and married. So if I click on Documents, that will show up right here. So I will choose that sheet and just choose Sheet 1 right here. Then you can select columns to match to make sure it gets matched correctly in your sheet. So let me just say full name. So under the on-form submission on the left, you can just drag this full name button under the full name right here. Then just drag the email under email, and then the are you married under married to make sure it all lines up correctly in the Google Sheet. Once that is done, you can just X this out, and I will now add 2 more simple things. So I will click on plus, I will click on action in app, I will then add Gmail, send a message. I've already connected my Gmail account. This will get sent to whatever email fills out the form. The subject will be sorry, we have nothing to offer you, and the message will just be sorry. This is just an example, obviously, so I'm going to X this out, and this will not be under the yes section, this will be under the no section. So if someone submits a form and says that no, I am not married, then an email will automatically get sent to them, which basically says, sorry, we have nothing to offer you. But I will then do the opposite under the yes sections. So after their information gets added to the Google Sheet, I also want to send them an email. So this will also get sent to whatever email submits the form, but only if they answer yes. And I will just say, we would love to have a chat, and then just write whatever you want in this message section. Now, this is a very basic example of an automation. So if someone fills out the form and says that, yes, I am married, their information will automatically get added into this sheet, and they will also get sent an email that says, we would love to have a chat. But if they answer no, they will get a message saying, sorry, we don't have anything to offer you, and their information will not get added into the sheet. So let's just try this automation. I have already pinned the information I wrote in earlier, so I can just click on execute workflow. And there you go. You can see that the route it took was the yes route. You can see that the information got added into the sheet automatically. And you can see that I now received this email. And if I now go ahead and unpin this information and I click execute workflow, it will take me over to the form. I can then do Matt's test again. Let's just use the same email for this test, but let us select no. Then click on submit, go back into the workflow, and you can see that it took the no route and automatically send me an email. And it now send me an email saying, sorry, we have nothing to offer you. And then if you are happy with your workflow, you can click on save, and you can click on publish to make it live. So this is a very basic example of how to set up your first automation and how N8N works. But N8N is also great at creating AI agents. So if I click on to add this AI section, you can click on add AI agent, and this box will then pop up. But what I will do is I will make a separate video in a day or two. It will probably already be out by the time you're watching this video. And that video will be solely about how to create your first AI agent within N8N. So I will leave the link to that video down below, or you can just click onto the channel and check that out if you want to learn that. But I did tell you about a tip I would give you, and that is that N8N has so many incredible templates. In the bottom left corner, you have this template section. Click on see more templates, and this will bring you onto this page, and you can choose whichever niche you want to go into, for example, marketing, and you can see that there are over 2,300 marketing automation workflows templates that you can use to your own liking, essentially. There are over 7,700 workflow templates right here. For example, if I go into sales as well, there are over 1,000. Let's say you want to set up a workflow about lead generation, just click onto lead generation, and it will show you over 400 lead generation workflows. You can just check them out, and you can use them for free and just edit them to your own liking and to fit your business model. For example, this lead generation agent was made 5 months ago. It says who it is for, what the workflow does. So there is so much valuable information right here. So once you get comfortable with creating your own simple automations, you can find some extremely advanced templates and just edit them to your own liking. But those are basically the basics when it comes to creating your first N8N automation from scratch as a beginner. If you have any questions at all, please let me know down below in the comment section. If you found any value in this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and drop a like, would highly appreciate it. Make sure to check out the next video about how to create your first AI agent on N8N. If there's anything else you want to see on the channel, let me know. With that said, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.